Hello guys, in this video we will see how to install and configure MySQL 8.4.3 on Kali Linux. By default, MariaDB is installed on Kali Linux. See, MariaDB 11.4.3 is installed. If you want to use this one instead of MySQL, just you need to start the MariaDB service. Or if you want MySQL, we have to uninstall this one. Okay, before uninstalling, think twice and take the proper approval. Okay, so now I am going to uninstall and install MySQL latest version. So I am installing MariaDB. Sudo apt fetch MariaDB -star. Okay, hit enter. Type and hit enter. Select yes, continue. Okay, now install MySQL. Try to run the command sudo apt get install MySQL -server. It will not work, but I want to show you how to install. See, package MySQL is not available. MySQL server not available, but it is referred by another package. Okay, so Control L, open any web browser, go to MySQL official website, that is mysql.com. Click on downloads, then click on MySQL community downloads. Then click on MySQL community server, then select the MySQL server version. I am going to install LTS version, which means it is long-term support version. Then select the operating system. See here we don't have Kali Linux, so I am selecting Ubuntu Linux. Then select the version. For Kali Linux 2024, select the Ubuntu Linux 24.04. Then it populated the list of the Debian packages needs to be installed for the MySQL. So instead of downloading all individual packages, download this deb bundle. So click on download. Click on no thanks, just start my download. See, download has been started and its size is 475 megabytes. Wait until download completes. Download is completed. Now open terminal. Go to terminal. cd downloads ls. See here we have the MySQL server bundle. Now see, this is the tar file, so untar this one, accept, then give MySQL, give the tab to autofill the tar file name and hit enter. ls we have successfully extracted. Now install MySQL by running the command sudo, but don't execute this command, dpkg -i ***deb. We have to run this command, but it will throw error. Why? Because we have to install the following packages. Control L, paste it, hit enter. I will keep this command in the video description. We have to install one more package, that is paste it, hit enter, type and hit enter. Control L, ls. Now install these packages. Sudo dpkg -i ***deb. So it will, this command will install all these Debian packages one by one. So hit enter. Now we have to set the password for the root account. So provide the password for root user. Confirm the same and hit enter. See, these are the config files and its locations. We have successfully installed MySQL 8.4.3. Control L. Let's verify the status of MySQL server. Sudo systemctl status MySQL, hit enter. See, MySQL server is installed, but it is not started. See, it is my community server. Okay, you took it, Control L. So let us start the MySQL service. Sudo systemctl start MySQL. Hit enter. Now verify again. Sudo systemctl status MySQL. Hit enter. See, we have started MySQL service and it is operational. Okay, so Q to quit from this output. Now enable the MySQL service. Sudo systemctl enable MySQL. It is done. Now verify again status of MySQL. See, we have started the MySQL service and enabled. Q to quit, Control L. Now connect to MySQL server. MySQL -u, username is root, then -p. Provide the password that we have set at the time of installation for the root account. See, we have successfully connected to MySQL server 8.4.3. Let us verify the version of the MySQL server. Select version, put semicolon. See, we have installed MySQL version 8.4.3. Control L. Now verify the list of the databases that comes with MySQL server installation on Kali Linux. So, databases. See, these are the 4 databases comes with MySQL installation. Let us create a database. Create database. This typo. See, we have successfully created a database. So, databases. See, we have new database after schools. Let us switch to this database by using the command use, then provide the database name. Put semicolon. Now verify the current database. Select database. See, we are in after schools database. Let us create table in this database. Before that, verify list of tables in this database. So tables. See, it is empty because this is the fresh database. So create a table in this database. Create table. After each statement, we have to give the semicolon. Hit enter. Now again verify. Show tables. See, new table is created. Insert some data into this table. Insert one more row. Insert one more row. Now verify the data. Select star from student. See, we have these 3 rows. But if we give star means it retrieved all the column values. But if you want only particular column values, you have to give like select name from student. See, we got the particular column value. We can also give the conditions. If you want to verify list of users, just give show users. This command does not exist. That just I want to show you. See, command not there. Okay, so to verify list of users, we have to run the command select user from MySQL dot user. It is single dot. See, these are the list of the users comes with MySQL installation. Control L. Let us create a user. Create user James identified by, provide the password. Put semicolon. See, we have successfully created a user. Let us verify. See, new user James is there. Quit from this MySQL. Now try to connect to MySQL with this new user. MySQL -u, provide the username -p, then provide the password that we have given for this user. Now verify the current logged in user. Select current underscore user. See, we have logged in with the user James. Okay, until now we have performed actions from the MySQL client. We can also connect to MySQL by using MySQL Workbench and dpword. There is a link in the video description to download and install MySQL Workbench on Kali Linux. Also there is a link for the dbeaver. Okay, so I am going to show you how to download and install. Go to same mysql.com, then click on downloads again, come to MySQL community downloads, then click on MySQL Workbench, then select the operating system Ubuntu Linux, then you have to download the .debian package and you have to install. Okay, and if you want to install dbeaver, go to dbeaver official website, that is dbeaver.io. Then see here we have two versions. Click on download community edition, it is free to non-commercial use. Then scroll down, then we have to download this Debian package, then we have to install it. Okay, for these two tools, go to the video description and install it. Now go to terminal, exit from this one. Now we will see how to start and restart MySQL service on Kali Linux. Sudo systemctl stop MySQL. Now verify the status. Sudo systemctl status MySQL. See, MySQL is stopped. Also we can verify by trying to connect to MySQL. MySQL-u root -p, then provide the password of the root account. See, we are unable to connect because MySQL server is stopped. So start it again. Sudo systemctl start MySQL. Now verify. See, MySQL service started 2 seconds ago. Also verify by trying to connect. See, we are unable to connect. Exit. Now restart the MySQL service. Sudo systemctl restart MySQL. Verify the status. See, we have restarted MySQL 2 seconds ago. The last step, ls. See, I am in downloads directory. So I want to delete these Debian packages which are not required because we have successfully installed MySQL on Kali Linux. So remove them. rm dot star.deb ls. Also remove this tar file. Remove. Give the MySQL. Give the tab to autofill tar file name. Hit enter. ls. See, we have successfully cleared the space in Kali Linux. So in this video we have seen how to download, install and configure MySQL 8.4.3 on Kali Linux 2024. Okay, for more MySQL and Kali Linux tutorials, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.